Cryptocurrency, blockchain, technology. Those words may sound just too complex for you to understand, and maybe you are not even trying to delve into it. Is there a way to simplify these terms for you and help you learn how to take advantage of the world of crypto and technology that we are into today? My name is Emeka, and this is the Business Leader of the Week on DABA TV. Of course, I don't get to do this alone. I've got with me today in the studio a guest who is the African Regional Lead at Waves, the CEO at Quru Lab, and the CEO and founder at Muna. He's also a cryptocurrency community manager, someone who can call a serial entrepreneur and a product builder and developer in the blockchain technology space. I'm talking about none other than Henry Chukwuka. We're going to get to meet my guest in the studio today when we come back from this short break. Please stay with me. Welcome from that short break. My name is Emeka, and you are still on DABA TV, and this is the Business Leader of the Week. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment on this particular show we're holding right now. I talked about my guest in the studio, Henry Chukwuka, the African Regional Lead at Waves, CEO at Quru Lab, founder CEO at Muna, and the cryptocurrency community manager, a serial entrepreneur, and the blockchain product developer. Good afternoon. Nice to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much.
Look, Henry's like really cool seated there. You know, these tech guys, I don't know how you guys do your stuff. So you're welcome to the Business Leader of the Week show.
Thank you so much.
And this is where we get to share our business and leadership stories to inspire other persons. So it's really a great thing to have you here. So before we really go deep into today's show, please, let's get to meet you personally. So who is Henry?
Henry is Henry Chukwuka. Yeah, guys, thank you. I'm so glad to be here. My name is Henry Chukwuka, and I'm the founder of the Muna app and also the CEO of Quru Lab. And currently, I am the Africa Regional Lead at Waves, and also I manage community at Blockchain Nigeria User Group. Yeah, so that's Henry.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about blockchain technology and all those things. Blockchain, cryptocurrency, that's techie. So you want to share with us your experience. How did you get into the tech space? Let's start with that. How did you get into the tech space?
Okay, the tech space itself, what got me there is curiosity.
Curiosity, I like the word.
Yeah, curiosity. So I was really interested in checking out things. Somehow, I can't even tell how I got into tech itself.
Yeah.
But I found myself there, and I've been there for a while, and always had a vision to build a company that will build softwares.
Oh, wow.
And also, that company will build products, but as well build for other people. I have been here for a while back, but I officially started a company I opened the office on September 28, 2016.
Okay.
So that was the same year, and I came back from school, my ND program where I was studying computer science at Delta State Polytechnic. I came back from school on 26th of September 2016. On 27th, I opened the office because I rented it while I was in school.
Okay.
So I cleaned it up on 27th. Wow, on 28th.
Like you couldn't wait to just get home and get into business.
I wanted to leave school immediately.
So we could say that was your journey into becoming a serial entrepreneur and building brands that build products.
Towards tech,
so you mentioned that you have always wanted to build a brand that builds softwares.
Yeah.
Is there any such brand you have finally been able to build?
Yes, I like where we are today with Quru Lab is actually what I had in mind.
Okay, so Quru Lab is that brand that builds products.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, let's hold on to that. So what's the relationship? You are the CEO at Quru Lab.
Yeah.
You are the CEO at Muna. What's the relationship, Quru Lab, Muna?
Yeah, our major focus at Quru Lab is to build web apps, mobile apps, and blockchain solutions.
Okay.
So we actually built for ourselves some of our products, and Muna is one of those products.
Okay.
So Quru Lab is actually the company, the team, the group of people that build this product, and Muna is a product we built.
So it means that you have built products for other brands.
Yes.
Softwares for other brands.
Yeah.
And for yourself, you have made Muna.
Yeah.
What exactly does Muna do?
Yes. Now, it totally ties down to, it takes back to how I got into crypto.
Okay.
And the simple truth is that cryptocurrency, the blockchain, is complex.
Okay.
And we keep having more products daily, more blockchains, and a lot of things. But the complexity is why we do not yet have 100 million Africans that are into adopting cryptocurrency and blockchain, because
And plays around the blockchain space.
It's complex. It's hard to understand. We are talking about people that are not yet able to understand the traditional apps we have on the Play Store and the traditional app we have in our ecosystems. So that's actually why we started Muna, so that people can access blockchain and DeFi easily. So basically, we wanted to build a product that is going to be like a gateway where people can access DeFi without
even knowing. Okay,
yes,
I get the concept.
Blockchain.
Okay, so now I think I get it. For me, a very great product is a product that knows there's a problem and is designed to solve that problem. I'll use my story as an example.
Okay.
You know, when I got into this cryptocurrency, my first exposure to cryptocurrency and all and blockchain, I think it is blockchain itself. I think blockchain wallet then. I had my own blockchain wallet.
Okay.
And it's just a combination of letters and numbers, and they are basically identify me, and someone can send money into it. And I'm surprised, how does this work? No, I was still a student then, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should research this. It got complex, and at some point, I had to drop this. So the problem Muna is solving is looking at people like me back then. We do not have to bother too much. We can play in that space with what Muna is doing right now, making it easy for.
Exactly.
Okay, so you also mentioned that Muna is a platform. I mean, when we're having a conversation before now, that where people can save.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Okay. Currently, there are three major things Muna does.
Okay.
And it does it very well. The first one is crypto savings.
Okay.
So it actually allows people to save in stable coins. They can actually save in BTC as well, save waves, save ETH and USDT and other assets that we'll add in the future.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the first one.
Okay.
And when you save, like we have USDN, you can save USDN on Muna and you earn interest daily. And also, Muna allows people to swap between crypto assets. You can swap your BTC to stable
So
coins.
another kind of coin.
Yes, to waves, to ETH, BNB, and the rest of them. And the last one it does currently is payment for remittance. And it even has a receipt feature. We added that recently.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because look at, these things are actually what we intended to build for our own self. I sent payment to one of my friends, I think 800 USDN. And I wanted to inform him I had made the payment. And I was like, trying to send him hash. And I was like, come on.
We should have a receipt for this.
So we just created a receipt for every transaction. A receipt is automatically generated. So once I make payment to people, I just share the receipt to them, just the same way bank works. So that's majorly what Muna does.
So you are bringing banks to our faces through the blockchain technology.
Yes.
That is exactly what we can say it is.
Yes. Now
the banking savings system.
Yes, but the thing is that bank brings us financial services. Blockchain brings us financial services. So banks actually works as a middleman between users and financial service.
Yeah.
So, and this is the same thing that DeFi and blockchain does for us. So Muna is like doing what bank does and allowing people to access these services.
Oh, great. And it doesn't sound complex. It doesn't sound like a big
Simple.
thing
They don't
for
need
them
to understand
do.
blockchain before
That makes a lot of sense. Now, I would like to ask this particular question before we talk about your story around waves, right? So let me ask this. How has your knowledge in tech aided your success building products in blockchain, in the blockchain space? You have come across tech before now, and you've been doing tech. In fact, you don't even know how you got into tech, but curiosity got you into the blockchain space. First, let's even know how you got into that. What form of curiosity got you into the blockchain space?
Okay.
What do you mean by curiosity?
Yeah, this is it. I wake up in the morning, I go to my office back then in 2016, and some of our friends that we all close from school, they do visit our office most times.
Okay.
So, and people that left school, they really need money, like source of income.
Something to get them money.
Anything extra source of income, people were so interested in it. So once in a while, when they come around my office, they talk about airdrop, and I was like, I was not interested. I'm serious. Like, I was among the people that said, I don't know about Bitcoin, you know, that kind of stuff. So one day I was like, they keep sharing testimonies of how airdrop was rewarding. I said, guys, okay, let me do this.
Try this thing.
So I got into it. There were some few projects back then in 2018. That was it. I feed some airdrops, began to participate. Now, these were my friends. They had not much tech background or depth as much as I do. So they actually stopped at, once they earn money, they said they put into their
That's
pocket.
fine. That's fine for them.
Exactly. So I saw most of this project, and I was like, let me see what is happening. Like, what is this?
That was where the curiosity comes in.
Yes, like the sites, I'm seeing explorers, then back then I remember in some WhatsApp community, they made me an admin, because since I had a tech background, I was able to explain some things, some terminologies. Exactly, because of my tech background. So that was why I started, and I was like,
this is my niche.
I want to try this out.
That makes a lot of sense. So let me get this quick one. During the time when your friends were making money doing airdrops, like how much were they making as at that time to sustain them in one airdrop that comes around?
It was actually good times then. People were making good money, like 100,000. I remember airdrops like Hydro, airdrops like Hellbees.
And that's like free money, like free money, for running some little kind of task.
Like the tax you were doing, usually you do this tax and nobody pays you.
Yeah.
You know, so it was making cool money, 100,000, 200,000, and you know, most times I see, oh, I'm running a company. I wasn't earning up to that, so I was like, come on,
this
let's.
This is a good space to jump on and get some money.
That was it.
Wow, that makes sense. So, you know, sometimes we come across these technologies, we come across these things on the internet. Oh, this is an airdrop is coming. Try your hands on this. Some people get so lazy to just try this tax and then get to do something around this. This is for you to learn now that technology won't hurt you. Technology won't kill you. And you don't get wrong when you try to learn things. And of course, to make it easy, Muna has come here to make you try these technologies without even knowing that you are doing them. And that's great. So we're going to go into your story around Waves. Because right now you are the African regional lead at Waves.
Yeah.
And that's like you managing a huge community of Africans who are into the Wave cryptocurrency. Is that correct?
That's true.
So I really want to get that story. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back from that break, we're going to hear from Henry Chukwuka himself, the story around how he got into Waves and how that story can inspire yourself and I. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that short break. This is still DABA TV. My name is Emeka and I am in the studio with Henry Chukwuka, who is our business leader for this week. We've been talking about cryptocurrency, blockchain, technology, his story around how an airdrop got him into the blockchain system. And now we're going to hear how he has grown into becoming the African regional lead at Waves. And most interestingly, how that story started. So Henry, tell us from the scratch. How exactly did you get into Waves? But first, what is Waves?
Okay. Everyone knows about Ethereum.
Ethereum, yes.
Especially for people that run projects. We have also Binance Smart Chain.
Yeah.
So Waves is just something like that. A full ecosystem where you can build your own project, issue your own cryptocurrency, and write your own smart contract and develop your DApps.
Okay.
So that's generally what it is. It's just as Ethereum is, but it's quite simpler, secure. The fees are quite minimal as well, and the throughput, confirmation time is still very, very quick.
Okay, fine. You quickly referred to Ethereum when you wanted to explain Waves. Does it mean that we can place Ethereum and Waves at the same technology level?
Basically, I started that on Ethereum.
Okay.
Because that was how I got into airdrop. It was majorly back then Ethereum airdrops.
Okay.
So, like I said, I was a very curious person. I wanted to see what is in here. It was more than airdrop for me. It seems too normal. So actually, I started a blockchain project back then. A very pet project. There was no intention to take it into anything. Let me just kind of experiment
and see how it goes.
Yes, I just wanted to create a platform then where people, airdrop hunters actually can be able to swap, because during airdrop, not everyone is actually able to wait till the token is going to mature. So people just want instant cash. I said, okay, let me create something for auctioning. So I have an airdrop, someone is willing to wait, I just auction to the person, I get the cash. So that's how I got into this whole thing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
So even before the coin is launched or matures and is ready to go, people can access the funds they have from that coin, the value of that coin in the platform in the small. That was how that was the project you created.
Yes.
So why Waves over Ethereum for you today?
Man, I got into this thing and okay, let's try this out. I wasn't in here for like starting a whole project. It was something to just experiment. Now, the norm back then, you know, in every time there was how things worked.
Yeah.
Back then it was when you start a project, it's normally community first, and you have to distribute this token to community. I found out that I was spending over $200, $300, my own hard-earned money from my little business. I was using it to pay for Ethereum fees.
And you were actually giving people something for free.
And the fees were like
even higher. Oh, okay, I get your point now.
It was so troubling. Like my curiosity didn't get to that point because a lot of funds was leaving my pocket. So a friend, I think is the guy that's now in charge of Web3 Bridge.
Okay.
Awosika. Yeah, Awosika. And he introduced me to Waves back then. And I began to explore Waves. Now this time I read so much about Ethereum. Then with the knowledge I have on Ethereum plus the knowledge I have on tech, I was transitioning into Waves. Now immediately something hit me and I was like, that means if I'm having this problem, I'm not the only curious person out there. Likely there must be someone else out there that's going to have this issue.
Sure.
I said, okay, let me start out a community where I would be sharing my experience and these problems I faced and how I solved it. I started Waves Nigeria then. Then a friend and a very early member of the community said, no, it wouldn't be so cool. Nigeria has the biggest crypto community for now. Make this Waves Africa. I said, okay. I made it Waves Africa. So while I was there, I began to join different community, the dev community for Waves, the global community, and I was assisting people actually.
Let's get this straight. There was Waves existing.
Yes.
Before. So you started a community on your own.
Yes.
And you also called it Waves.
Waves Africa.
Waves Africa.
Yes.
So what is the link between Wave Africa and Global Waves?
Yes. You know, when people come, I am a Nigerian, so I understand my fellow Africans properly. And the Waves global community, because Waves has been since 2016, the Waves global community, there are a lot of 10,000s of people out there. So most times when Nigerians ask questions, they don't get quick answer and stuff like that. So I joined the global community. I was answering questions.
So you stepped into the global community as the voice of the African community.
Yes,
so you were solving the African problem.
Yes. I was organizing the community. And when I saw names that were African names, I knew this is an African person asking. So I would ask them, you can join our African community, and that was how the community started growing. But all this while, I didn't know that the team was actually taking note of what was going on.
Really?
So the community was growing and growing. One day I just woke up, I actually saw someone spamming the Waves global community. I wanted to report spam. I saw a delete option. I was like, only an admin can delete stuff. And I checked the group settings. I saw I was made an admin there. You know, I was very excited. I was so excited that the community is actually taking note. And I just moved on with my whole West Africa thing. Okay,
sorry. Let me quickly get this out so that it doesn't miss my mind. Now, he created value over time. And they didn't, not because he wanted to get anything, but the eyes that were observing observing. Now, there is an important lesson we should pick up from there. Wherever space you find yourself, whatever thing you do, it is important to consistently create value.
Yeah.
Consistently show what you can do. You never know who is watching. You never know who is going to take you up the next step in the ladder you're climbing, right? And if you do that, the faces that needs to see you would actually see you. You were made an admin even without your notice.
Yeah, I was made an admin.
It was a big thing for you at that point.
Yes.
Wow.
It was an encouragement.
Let's keep up with the story.
Then immediately the community continued. Now, you see, as I began to grow, I began to understand that the first auction stuff I wanted to do escalated into something else.
Okay.
So I started it as auction token. People can auction token. But I found out that because back then, Wave was not so popular actually, there was scarcity of developers. Even some projects wants to build on Wave, but they can't have access to developers.
Okay.
Then I converted it from auction token, it became auction lands.
Okay, one more thing. Now, I think I asked you about auction lands at some point. This is how auction lands came about.
Exactly. This is how it came about.
Now, you see, another thing about building businesses is testing what works.
Yeah.
In this point, you saw that making it auction token was not going through for you.
Yeah.
So you had to change to auction lands.
Yeah.
It implies that probably your strategies also changed towards the brand.
Yeah.
Keep testing what works for you. And when that one that works for you comes and stays, you have to keep up with the system.
Exactly.
So let's see how the growth goes. I'm enjoying the story, the growth.
So, when we started auction lands, the truth is that some of the stuffs, we never understood what it would look like until we started. So over time, we began to see, oh, this thing is actually worth it. This is what you really need to do at this moment. And it seems as a nice idea back then. Immediately, I created again a job Telegram channel.
We kept building.
Yeah, exactly. So this way, I got in contact with some core team members at Waves. So some of them reached out to me and they were like, we like what you're doing, you know. And I added some of the admin members to the job channel so that when an entrepreneur has a job offer, he should just message me or message some persons and it's posted there. So developers joined the channel actually. Then over time, Waves opened up a grant for people that are building. I think as at then, we got 3,000 Waves grants.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, I think it was around $6,000 back then.
$6,000?
Yes, back then, to build the auction land stuff. And we continued. All this while, it actually enabled me to get so deep into the Waves ecosystem. I read every update, every release and everything.
This really interests me because, I mean, it's a basic skill that brought you this far from the roots. Because this is community management, community building, and people management, I'll call it.
Yes.
Aside the fact that you were curious, you wanted to learn more, this is what you're interested in, tech and all that. You had that willing spirit to build.
Yeah.
And then, this is simple, this is a skill. I mean, this is teaching me something. Community building and people management got you that mad exposure. And you went as far as earning 3,000 waves, which is worth $6,000.
Yeah.
What did you do with the money?
Yes, you know, actually, I have a very strong belief that one thing leads to the other.
Okay.
That's me. I believe I get in. When I get in there, we'll begin to figure out
things. So you don't have to perfect everything before you start.
I don't do that.
Good one.
So even before the way grants came, I was in loan to build that auction lands.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really wanted to see what it's going to look like. It looked so promising to me. So I borrowed money from some people. I remember some people gave me money and I would give them back with interest. One of the persons is actually a team member with me now at Muna. She's a lady. So that's how auction lands went through. We began to build it and build it and build it. And while we were building it, I began to see the part for some things that are missing in the ecosystem. So when the funds came, gave to developers, paid for developers, servers, and all of that. Although it did not have much traction that I expected, but the lessons, the exposure, the whole journey is actually
prepared you for what you are getting, what you finally got into.
Yes.
Let me highlight this. I want it to be really bold. What major problem was auction land solving?
You see, when you are a business person, like as an entrepreneur, as you are, and almost every business now has a touch of technology.
Yeah, true.
You understand? So it doesn't matter if you know tech or not. You need tech
to grow.
And I'm a business person, and I understand tech, so it's a very big leverage for me. So I'm like that tiny dot connecting the tech people and an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So entrepreneurs actually don't know anything about the technical side, what is even technically possible or not.
They rather get hands to fix it, and you
so
are like that hand.
I want this done, and I understand the tech side. This needs a back-end service. We need a JavaScript developer. I understand everything on that side, and I know how to communicate the mind of the entrepreneur to the developers. So that's actually my big leverage. That was what I focused on then. So that was what helped. At least through auction lands, we got to build an iOS app for a client in Greece.
iOS app.
Yes, iOS app for someone in Greece back then. We worked for some friends in Germany, not just the jobs. Like, we had to meet a lot of people that were very, very senior developers. Most of them were professors in Europe, and they were so glad to work with us. They advised us stuff we don't know.
I'm impressed. What degree education do you have again?
I actually stopped at ND, but I haven't done my clearance.
The jobs of the future are no longer taught in schools, and
no.
that is the truth. That is the truth.
No.
I will keep saying it. Learn skills that will equip you to give value every other time you step out there. And for you to get such skills on a platter at the tip of your fingers, visit www.daba.school, click on Get Started. You see the lists of the skills that we're teaching out there, including skills like cake making, cryptocurrency trading, affiliate marketing, WhatsApp monetization, UI UX design, graphics design. These are some of the skills you will learn today that are practically not taught in schools, and they are what the future is asking for. We are now in the skills economy and not the jobs economy. You made networks, you met people outside your niche, your space, and you kept creating value. So we have seen what auction lands did. We've seen how you raised funds, created value, solved problems. Where did Quru and Muna come in place?
Yes, by this time, you see, when I started auction lands, it somehow looked like my vision for Quru Lab was becoming clearer.
Okay.
Because at some point, we were actually serving that purpose of connecting developers and business owners. So we continued, we build on waves every day. I read about waves every day. So we got to a point, and while auction lands was not booming so much, but there were this same problem was there, the touch of that problem, and we stayed tuned to fix it. Now, what happened is the space changes. The blockchain space changes. What is a priority now might not be a priority tomorrow.
Yeah,
and
true.
it's not your duty to sit here. You go with the market.
Yes.
You understand? So when DeFi came, DeFi has been since the days of Bitcoin, but we didn't know it as a decentralized finance.
Okay.
You know, we began to see more possibilities through innovations. Stable coins came out, farming, yield farming, and those kind of concepts.
Now we're talking NFTs and the rest.
Yes, NFT, metaverse, and the rest of them. So this is how Muna came. There is a protocol called Neutrino that is for issuing stable coins on waves.
Thank you for explaining that, because I was about to say, please, what's that?
So Neutrino is your lock wave, is a decentralized protocol for issuing stable coins. We have stable coins that are backed with fiat.
Okay.
That is, a certain platform keeps $100,000 in their bank account, then they issue 100,000 of that stable coin. That is fiat backed.
Yeah.
But we have other stable coins that are crypto backed. So currently the price of one wave is $20. So Neutrino makes it possible for anyone to issue and manage the USDN stablecoin. So that means if I should, right now, at the current price of waves, if waves is $50, if I should lock one waves on the Neutrino protocol, I'm going to mint 50 USDN.
Even if the value of the cryptocurrency goes up over time, because you locked it, you are still going to mint.
Yeah.
Let me get it clearly. Now, I have like 200, let's say I have like 3 waves.
Yeah.
And waves is what, 100 USD, for example. Yeah. USDN, for example.
USD.
And I locked 3. Yes. Right? That's 300. Yeah. Maybe in the nearest future, the value of waves has increased to 150, which is supposed to be 450. Okay. If I'm minting in the nearest future, am I still minting 300?
No.
Okay.
The prices, the USDN you will mint now is based on the current price of waves.
Oh, it grows alongside, but you can actually lock.
Yes.
And then when you're minting, you mint in the current price.
Yes.
That means I'll be minting 450.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
If I should keep 3 waves when waves price is $100, that means $300 worth of waves is locked. Then it's going to issue 300 USDN. Now, if in the future that wave locks there is increasing in price, it's going to make the system actually stable. It will be over collateralized. Yeah. Because a decentralized platform will make sure that the collateral must be directly proportional to the asset that is being minted. Now, people were actually using it, and most of these stuffs are built on web. You have to install some kind of browser plugin like Waveskipper. Waveskipper is just like MetaMask.
Yes, true.
You know? So I was like, not every African use desktop. So this is an open protocol. This is DeFi. This is open. Anyone can do anything you want to do with it. Then let's build an app. We build for ourselves. So we are actually saving with USDN on Neutrino. So we just built an app. We ourselves can be convenient, I just
Take on your phone and do your transactions.
Actually, it became an idea and it became a product that got 20,000 waves grants.
Are you serious? What's the value of 20,000 waves grant as at the time?
I think as at then when it was issued, I think around $100,000 or so.
That's some huge money.
Yeah.
That's some huge money to pull your stuff.
Yeah.
Now that's a great story. So that is how. And finally, you mentioned that Quru built Waves. So even when you saw this problem, Quru built Muna.
Yeah.
So even when you saw this problem and you built what you built around it, you were just doing stuff for yourself to solve your problems.
Yeah.
And the truth is your problems would mirror other people's problems, which is being solved along the line.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask this question. What is one project you have been actively involved in that you are very, very proud of? Like, you look back in time and you're like, Henry Chukwuka, I did this project, or I was part of this project, and you're very proud of.
Yes, one thing I am very, very proud of first is that I'm involved in Waves, seriously, because this is a project with a huge future. 5 years from now, these guys are actually building the infrastructure of future finance. That is what it is, you know. So I'm very, very proud that I am an active contributor to the community. I
mean, to think of how your story with Waves started.
Yes, I remember back then, I actually translated a Waves book in Russia to English using Google Translator. So it allowed me to actually...
you wanted to learn.
Yeah.
You just wanted to learn.
Yeah.
You went as far as... That's interesting. That's some energy.
Yeah.
Your old.
Yeah, the core team members are actually Russians, most of them. So the guy, he had to write the book in Russia. So I was like, this is someone so familiar with Waves. So the
knowledge will be deep. It will be direct.
It's going to be deep, you understand? So I just took up with Google Translator and I translated the entire book.
You don't joke with the internet. You do not joke with the internet. He knows no Russian, but he was able to get a Russian book to his language using the internet. Yeah. Again, you made a very important statement. You might not know technology, but since you're in business, you have to do tech with business.
You need tech. You
need tech to go along in business. Yeah. So you see, our world revolves around changes, problem solving, and tech is solving a lot of the problems that we're having right now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been rosy. It's been interesting. We've talked about your successes. We've talked about how you went from point A to point B to point C, but we can't finish this story without saying you had challenges.
Oh, man.
So what are your challenges?
Wow. Well, one of my biggest challenges, actually there are two categories of challenges I face. Both me and my team.
And your team, of course.
Now, we have, the first category is challenges that we can control, within our control.
Great.
You know, that is meeting up with deadline, writing codes, thinking out logic, designing good user experience.
Yeah, I can relate the writing codes part. I think I've dealt with a couple of dev guys.
So that's that one. Everybody's going to fix it, and it's going to be there. Then we have also some problems that is beyond our control, especially for blockchain platforms and technology products. There are sometimes you build products, you have to do it a lot of third parties. You know, a lot of third parties.
Yeah.
Sometimes third-party services can be down, and we have to suffer the consequences as well. Then another thing is the market. The market is not actually the way you think it is. It might be looking very nice idea on your head. This product is going to be this, but when you step out to the market, it's not actually what you're going to expect. It's a it's a different ball game. It's very dynamic, very, very dynamic. And another thing, I think, which is why I love Waves. And I think I shared across some communities when they launched the Web 3.0 grants program. Yeah. Which is very important. And everyone listening to me, if you're a builder, a developer, or whatever you do, you can apply for that grant. Share your idea and look at what you want to do. You get involved. You can get some grants. Funding is a very serious issue. You know, most of the times, you as a founder, you have a vision. You were the only one that actually have that vision when you started. So a young guy that is paying the school fees of his younger ones is not going to wait for you, eat your visions. No, you know.
He needs money on the spot to do stuff.
Funds are very, very essential. You need to pay for servers. You need to pay for marketing. So those were mostly the issues. But the rest of them is good. I actually enjoyed them.
Challenges would actually strengthen you and teach you experiences. Thank you so much, Henry Chukwuka, for this interesting time you've had with us on the Business Leader of the Week show. We are not done. We're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, we're doing the short 5 quick questions. I call them the bonus question. It's the fun part of the show for me. We're going to see how Chukwuka does this one on the Business Leader of the Week. You're still on DABA TV. After the short break, we'll be right back.
You see, making money online begins with a desire. And if you have that desire, we can help you with the rest. Download the DABA mobile application and take free courses on how to generate money online. It's easy and free. Visit the Google Play Store today. Download and learn.
You're welcome back from that short break. So far, we've been talking with Henry Chukwuka, who is the African Regional Lead at Wave, CEO at Quru Lab, CEO and founder at Muna, and of course, the community manager, a cryptocurrency community manager. Has done a lot of projects. His story has really been inspiring. Of course, this young one here has given us every reason, every single reason to try, even when it is not so clear. So thank you so much, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
You've inspired me personally. I've learned a lot about blockchain technology and a lot about how these things can change human lives and businesses. Now we're going to play some game. Enough with the crypto and blockchain talks.
All right.
Let's play a quick game. This is still around what you do. We'll never take this around outside what you do. So quick questions. Most of them will be direct answers.
Okay.
First one is, who would we say Muna is? A trader or a holder? Are you a trader or a holder? Would you rather trade or hold crypto?
I would hold.
You hold. Nice one. Favorite cryptocurrency?
Waves.
You didn't think about that one.
Waves.
No, wait. I'll ask again. Favorite cryptocurrency?
Waves.
All right. So, decentralized coins or shit coins?
Decentralized coins.
Why?
Based on my career and the kind of job I do, I actually don't have time to look at the market.
Okay.
I'm a kind of staking person, lock and passive revenue, continue
And
to
move
my
on.
work. Yeah, and these are coins that are actually going to be here 10 years from now.
Great.
Like
great.
I feel like I'm holding. It's like buying Google shares when they started for me.
For you, great. That's more like an investment for you. It makes a lot of sense. So, which is your most memorable business moment? You shared a lot of moments that, from me, if I were you, if I was the one that had your story, I've already picked a lot of memorable moments. Which is your most memorable?
I think if I should say memorable is, as an entrepreneur and builder, one thing that matters so much to me is energy and motivation.
Okay.
I can tell you that the day I woke up and found myself as an admin on Waves Global Community, it was a great moment for me. I'm serious. Because the truth is this. A lot of people got to know about me lately because I'm not much on the scene.
You're not always here outside.
I prefer doing my whole thing
Back
inside,
end.
Then I know the kind of energy, the time and effort
You've invested
into Waves. So for me to see that kind of recognition when you never communicated it to me, it actually shows that these guys are really paying attention to your contributions. It means a lot to me. That's the same thing on our team. Yeah. Imagine
his greatest achievements doing business, or most memorable moments in the world of business, is recognizing that his efforts were being appreciated. And that was because he created value.
Yeah.
So keep creating value. This is the last one on the quick questions we're asking. If you are to add a technology or a design to the existing blockchain technology, what would it be? What would it be? You look at the existing blockchain, everything seems perfect. But Henry Chukwuka says, you have the ability to add something. What is that thing you'd add?
Well, that is a very tough question. Because technically, for now, I don't think anything is missing technically, to be sincere, technically. I would add a favorable crypto regulation.
Okay.
A favorable crypto regulation.
What do you mean favorable? What do you aim to achieve with it?
Yes. I'll make like the laws, the policies, so that crypto projects, blockchain products can thrive in our country, especially Nigeria. That would be one of the biggest things, because despite what we build, without a ground
to run it,
yes,
or where it's appreciated,
yes,
or where it's accepted,
no adoption is going to happen.
It's not going to work. True. I get him on that.
Yeah.
So if Henry Chukwuka was to build or add a design or something that works well with the blockchain tech, it will be to adopt a system that makes it more inclusive,
yes,
for virtually
yes,
everyone.
Yes.
That is a great one. Thank you so much. It's inspiring.
Thank you.
This has been an educating and intelligent conversation with you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming
so
on
much.
DABA TV as the
mine.
business leader of the week. My name is Emeka Eze. This is DABA TV. We've called it a wrap today on the business leader of the week. And of course, you have the right to share, comment, like, subscribe to our channel, and keep telling people about the good work we're doing here at DABA TV. And if there is a face you want to see on the business leader of the week, it is that right time for you to tell us at the comment section. And of course, we're going to go get that face for you right here in the studio, as long as they deserve to sit here with us. Again, I'm Emeka Eze, and this is DABA TV. Have a good time until we meet again.